य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तदेव शुक्रदब्रह्मा तदब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्वैत 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 एतद्वैत.
Thank you. Before we begin, I would like to give a short summary of CA Pradeep Kumar sir. CA Pradeep Kumar sir is a practicing chartered accountant since 2006 and is also a certified public accountant from USA. He holds diploma in information systems audit from ICI and is also a certified information system auditor from ISACA USA. CA Pradeep Kumar is an active member of the Tax Bar Association in Anandpur and a respective faculty for IT training at the ICI Anandpur branch. As a seasoned speaker, he has contributed to numerous knowledge sharing sessions and seminars. He is also an accomplished author, having written Alliance, a possibility of decentralized and inclusive network for Indian chartered accountant firms. His insights have influenced the development of network practice management platforms for firms of all sizes. Apart from his professional achievement, he is also served as a president of Rotary Club for the year 2017 and 18, and also held leadership roles in ICI, including chairperson in managing committee from 2019 to 2024. So on behalf of SARC of ICI, I thank you, sir, for accepting our invitations and came to share your knowledge and expertise, sir. With great respect and anticipation, we request to have a good session with you, sir. Before that, I like to invite CA Krishnasamy, sir, to give memento for our speaker. Thank you, sir. So that's
good evening, one and all. So it's very happy moment for me. As a student, I came here, attended classes at Prime Academy, Guru Krupa, and I came here for library reading hall and all. And this time I have been invited as a speaker for networking session. I thank SIRC Chairman Revati Raghunathan Garu for giving this wonderful opportunity. And before starting the session, I would like to say how this networking has come to part of my life. We all know that in 2022, Institute of Chartered of India has made conference, World Congress of Accountants at Mumbai. This is the first time of 104 years, where our institute has hosted the World Congress of Accountants. There we have started, why can't we be a participant in World Congress as a person who has organizing a stall, and we are looking for a global kind of opportunity. Then onwards, we came to know some of the members from Assam and some other places have asked sir, how can we join as a part of your network? By that time, we have created the network named PAR and Alliance. That is the second network in the India, which we have registered before the World Congress. So since that time, we thought as a closed kind of network, we thought of functioning and our objective was to look for the global opportunities. So this was our backdrop. Then onwards, we came to know, like when people are showing interest, why can't we make this open? So this is the backdrop which we are into, and from that moment we were continuously working on this networking. So coming to the technical aspects of the session. So these are all the things which in GloPack I have launched the book on networking, given the book to the President Aniket Talati Garu and the now Vice President Prasanna Garu at that time itself. And this is in the World Congress, like our past chairman Devaraj Reddy Garu, Raghu Garu and all. Now coming to the session. So before starting the entering the technical aspects of the session, we'll see first what we are. As a chartered accountant in practice, there are various models which we are into. Some of us are practicing in individual name or sole proprietorship name, or some of us into partnership, some of us are into LLP. So these are the major things which we are aware of. And there are other things like consolidator and multidisciplinary. If you see the functions, how it functions, the ownership, sole proprietorship, we are the persons who are taking the final decisions. In case of cost sharing, maybe a building will be taken, someone will be doing FEMA practice, someone will be doing GST, or someone in the same premises will be there. We'll have our own independence, only the building may be shared or servers may be shared. So this is called cost sharing. Partnership or limited liability partnership, the ownership is joint. Consolidator, I think this will be the upcoming in nowadays, joint and shared. Multidisciplinary, yes, we know, like along with the chart accountancy, will be having the partners from the company secretary or cost accountants, whichever is permitted by the ICI. So resource sharing, resources are not shared in case of proprietorship concern. Cost sharing, we are sharing costs with the people who are agreed to. Partnership, yes, among the firm. Consolidator, yes, there is a resource and cost sharing. Entry, if I want to start a sole proprietorship, it is very simple. Even cost sharing, it is simple, it's nothing but a sole proprietorship. In case of partnership, yes, we need to see who are the people, how are they. The toughest part of the partnership is coming out of the partnership, or staying sometimes is also a toughest part of a partnership. Consolidator, so already there are existing firms, they are coming into one platform. Multidisciplinary, again the same thing. So owners, in case of sole proprietorship, all partnership and LLP, only people who are into practice are owners. But in case of consolidations, the owners are not only the chartered accountants in practice, they can be in not employment, they may not be in practice, they can be owners. And not only these people, any other qualified, maybe BTech or maybe anyone can be owner of the consolidator. In case of multidisciplinary, people of the multidisciplinary professions. Organization status, yes, we know that. Aspirants, who wants to become a sole proprietorship? Okay, so if the moment we qualify, some of the people want or interested to practice, they will come as a sole proprietorship. And someone who has already experienced a failure in partnership or who is coming from the industry, they can come into the sole proprietorship. Partnership, so again we need to identify the people. Consolidator, only applicable for the existing firms. Responsibility, here in case of sole proprietorship and cost sharing, fee generation, development of personnel, maintaining, updation of knowledge, entire responsibility is of sole proprietorship. But in case of partnership, it is shared amongst the partners. This is shared amongst in case of consolidation and multidisciplinary functions. Source of funding, who is going to fund my practice? Sole proprietorship is the only person. In case of partnership, the partners. In case of consolidator, people will invest stake into the consolidation. In case of disciplinary, firm, multidisciplinary firm, the multidisciplinary partners can do that. Management, in case of proprietorship, entire thing will be managed by the proprietor. In case of partners, partners jointly. In case of consolidators, joint decision. We can take consolidator as a private limited company too. In many of the countries, it is accepted that. In case of multidisciplinary firm, can be an LLP. Legal responsibility is on proprietorship, and in case of partnership, it is a joint and several. And in case of consolidator, again, depending upon the legal entity. Profit sharing ratio. In case of proprietorship, there is no profit sharing ratio. We have to see in case of partnership, what is the profit sharing ratio. In case of consolidator, equal or unequal profit sharing is there. And who will take care of marketing function, systems development and all? Proprietorship, we can call it is, if the proprietorship is very strong enough in his intentions and in execution, all the stuff, then we can say like, yes, that organization can become strong. Otherwise, a proprietor has to manage the professional standards, execute the work, technology. So several responsibilities are placed on in case of sole proprietorship. In case of partnership, as a shared responsibility, somewhat people can strive for that. In case of consolidator, you can think of a company mode where every work has been executed or delegated to some other person and responsibility have been fixed. So if for this particular thing, a person has been assigned. Changes in legislation. So how many areas a sole proprietor can handle? Maybe 3 service lines like income tax or GST or FEMA or time transfer pricing. If someone comes and says for import and export or multi-location or multi-regulation, so it is very difficult. In case of partnership, they are easily adaptable. In case of consolidator, they are specialized people in that. Quality of work, definitely in case of proprietorship, until unless he personally involves that, quality cannot be done. If we expect, say like 20 employees, 50 employees from a single proprietorship, until unless it is well managed by the team of chartered accountants as employees, it is very difficult, and the volume of work which a proprietorship handles with quality comes down. But in case of partnership, depends upon the number of partners. In case of consolidator, they are specialized. They do only one type of activity. The employees, I mean to say the employees, they are guided by the partners, and the employees do a single kind of activity. They are specialized in that activity. The quality is relatively very high. Rooms per specialization. A proprietor cannot specialize. Even though he specializes, there is no practice for him. He cannot do multiple jobs at a time. But in case of partnership, there is a room for specialization. In case of consolidation, it is the maximum specialization which we get. Availability to the client to office requirement. So he cannot be available all the time as his size is very small. In case of consolidator, say like 20 chartered accountant firms, 50 chartered accountants, 100 chartered accountants. So, and every task, every client, every vertical has been equally assigned or shared. So, in case of consolidation model, we have there is a possibility of 24/7 availability to the clients. Retirement support. If we look from the perspective of retirement support, in case of sole proprietorship, no retirement. If he plans, yes. If it is not planned, no retirement support. In case of partnership, again it depends upon the size of the firm and what are the intentions and how the firm projects. But in case of consolidator, like 100 chartered accountants are there, 500 chartered accountants are there. So they have a system of retirement also. The pensions, the retirements, all the stuff. Buyout or merge. If someone is willing to buy, okay, a sole proprietor can do that. As a sole proprietor, can we buy a practice of can we buy another chartered accountant's practice? Yes or no? Yes. What is the chance of it? So what is the chance of it? You have to see a location. You have to see what is the type of clientele. We are into like many things are there, and and again we should have the funds requirement for that. One is the technical expertise, one is the area, and one is the fund availability. So these are all the three things which are required if we want to buy another chartered accountant practice. But if you see in case of partnership, they have much more funds, they have much more specialization. If you see consolidation model, they are the specialized people. If they enter into any area, and if they see someone who are willing to sell their proprietorship practice or partnership practice, they have their pockets are very deep, and they have all the specialization, they have the location advantage, they will buy out the things very, very easily. And in case of multidisciplinary, yes, again, if the size is very big, they can do that. Presence. Sole proprietors, 70% of chartered accountants in practice are into sole proprietorship firms. Partnerships are relatively low. Consolidator, till now not entered India, but very soon we can see, in my understanding, maybe another 2 years to 5 years, we will see the consolidation model. Multidisciplinary, yes, relatively less. And what is the choice? Growing firm choice. Okay, I have the ability, I have skill set, I have network, everything I have. Why I have to go and work for someone else in a consolidator model or an LLP model or a partnership model? I will do by myself. In case of partnership, yes, we can, maybe 2 people or 5 people can join together if we have a similar mind and similar terms matched. In case of consolidator, so when I have everything, why I want to go and join? I don't want to go and join. What will happen in case of failure? So in case of failure, the sole proprietorship will exit from the practice. Partnership, partners may go and join may go for a proprietorship, or may join to other partnership firms. Consolidator, again they can split into the partnership firms or proprietorship firms. Multidisciplinary, they can quit the vehicle. So if we see the big 4, okay, now you take any big 4, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, their legal structure is totally different. So they may have an LLPs framed, and they have a private limited companies framed under the LLPs. Okay, now they have sufficient funds. If they see some of the chartered accountant firm who wants to sell his practice, they already have a technical expertise, they already have the funding with them, so they will consolidate. Say like now they will ask you come and join my practice. Okay, if we are in a form of retirement mode, they will say like you retire, we'll give money. If they say like you want to work with us, come and join with us. So this is the example of a consolidator. These things I'm going to cover in depth in the coming slides. Okay. So these are all the practice models, and this is not given by me. The source for this is Guide to Practice Management for Small and Medium Sized Practices, 4th edition, published by International Federation of Accountants, IFAC. As per IFAC, this is the global. These are the things which have been globally, not from the Indian perspective alone, from the global perspective, this is the thing which is being happened. Now coming to the next thing. So post World Congress of Accountants 2022, we are the three chartered accountant firms. We have analyzed all the three things like alliance model, network model, and lead firm model. And the challenge, the initial challenge which we faced is, what is the agreement? How all our three firms has to share the things, maybe the resources, what is the profit, who will execute. So this is our first and foremost biggest challenge. So before that itself, what we came is like to give the backdrop of our practice. We are basically doing into income tax, GST, bank audits, concurrent audits. All the three of our firms were doing the same thing, same kind of job, and we were not ready to. We are not ready. Like we were ready, but not at that step. We are ready. So like we thought of having a global kind of opportunities where we want to fund the money there and get the returns and get the things executed. And the organization status, which we thought was like, can we go for a partnership for LLP or a private limited company or the latest guidelines. Then we came here and we thought of exploring all these things. So with that in our mind, we went to World Congress of Accountants, expecting some outsourcing work from Europe or USA or something like that. To our surprise, like many of the chartered accountant firms are asking, what is this and how to join? So how many locations are you catering? Yeah, you are saying as you are in a network firm. How many locations are you catering? What are the specialized areas? How to join the network? Okay. Some of the chartered accountants are interested into the foreign kind of qualifications, and post to that we have attended some of the conferences of SIRC and at regional level and national level, and entire panel is discussing the same thing. The traditional practice area is coming down. The test function is coming down. So we have to look for a change and we have to go for a global positioning. We have to undertake these things. So what we have to do? So anything which is routine repetitive, yes, we need to corporatize. Okay, people will frame a corporate setup and say like tax filing. Many websites like Clear Tax, all the stuff, they are running the same job which we are running. They are running in a corporate mode. Yes. So until unless our services are unique and we are able to you charge the premium services, all the regular routine services will be going into corporate mode, and the amount of fees which you are going to charge will drastically come down. And even at places like my place is Anantapur. Okay, it is a district headquarter near Bangalore. So like some of my friends said like, having 20 years growing a client or 30 years developing a client, the next generation came and said like, I want someone who is having a brand value of Big Four, and they shifted. And I have some of my friends in Visakhapatnam and all, where export oriented units are there and all. So when I said like who are handling those things, they are saying the names of Big Four. And when I check with some of my friends at Hyderabad who are experts in transfer pricing, how is your transfer pricing practice? They said like, no, everything has been taken by the Big Four. Majority of the things are taken by the Big Four. So irrespective of the client which we have nurtured from the beginning of his thing, and the area of specialization and the location which we are into, so majority of the things are being moved away from the sole proprietorship practice or 2-3 partners or whatever it is. The thing is like the brand value. They want to get the things at a stretch globally. So that is the way the world is moving. So not world is moving, the places which we are residing, That is the change which we are witnessing. So then we have a questions like, is alliance within the existing firms? Can we close it up or can we open? So that moment we have several deliberations and we thought of opening the alliance. So how to open up? And we have many deliberations. And if you see the current environment of chartered accountant firms, we are a trusted advisor. We are a small and medium firms. We love independence, strong identity with our name, and we don't want to lose our identity. We question like how can we work in a collaboration? And if we see, we are spread across India, and majority our practice area is into empanelments, bank empanelments, or CAG empanelments, income tax audits, GST audits, audits of private limited company. These are predominantly of small and medium chartered accountant practice. This is our current environment. And if you see the statistics of it, and you can say 68%, 66,000 are into proprietorship firms and 3,000 into sole proprietors are covering 70,000, and we have 26,000 in proper partnership firms, LLPs 1400, and networking firms 123. Alliance model 15, network model 105, and lead model 3. Corporate form of practice 211. So this is our structure across India. And remember this slide. If you see the revenues of the big four, so Ernst & Young is having a revenue of total 13,400 crores in India alone, of which they are into 11,390 into consulting and 2,000 into audit. Deloitte 10,000 crores, of which consulting is 8,500 and audit is 1,500. PricewaterhouseCoopers 7,820 is the consulting and 1,380 crores is the revenue from audit. So what do we understand by this? Where the money is lying? Consulting and audit. So it's a clear evident like consulting is the only 80% or 85% of the big four revenue is coming from consulting, not from the audit. So this is the key thing which will be rotating all our discussions and all. How many of us trust another professional to work under collaboration? This is my question. There is an assignment in my hand. I don't have that skill set. I know my friend is there, he can do. Can we refer? Are we ready to refer? How many of us will really do that? We can do it. Okay, yeah, hi. So this is the question which we have to ask ourselves. So like in the previous slide I have mentioned jack of all trade. So why can't I execute myself? Why can't I execute myself? Why I have to refer? Yes or no? This is the some of the members' questions in their mind. What are the apprehensions that the chartered accountant in practice have in mind to join a network? If you are asked to join a network, are you ready? Or what questions you have? What fears you have? Or what fears we have? Not you, I might say in practice. What questions we have? You can answer. Growth prospects of alliance. How to grow big by maintaining our independence. how to build specialization in the firm. These are the questions which you have in your mind, so that while discussing you will connect with the things which I am going to interact. So what are the advantages of networking? What are the advantages of pan presence, presence across nation, presence? Is it advantage to stay as a proprietor in an alliance? Being in part of network is threat to my practice? Or alliances and partnership firms are one and the same? What is brand sharing? What is group identity? Do I get a fixed salary if I am a part of a network? Whether any alliance entity or alliance guarantees the growth to other alliance entities? Is it advisable to be a part of smaller networking firm or a bigger networking firm? Is alliance a franchisee? So there are several questions, not only for you, for me also. A good amount of deliberation is being going on, and if you see now the concepts, say suppose if you take an example of a regular stock audit, okay. Say suppose some of the leading businessmen may be your client, okay. He will ask a question like, say suppose example you can say Satya stores. He may be having 1,000 outlets, and he is your friend, and maybe you are a statutory auditor also, or a consultant. You may be a consultant to him. He will come and ask, I have a difficulty in rendering a stock audit across my stores. Can you help me out? What is the current procedure which we are doing? So we'll say like, we'll list out the people who are the known people, how many locations can we cater, and what is the fee, and how much coordination, how much cooperation. In spite of that, out of 1,000 stores, maybe we may end up in doing 100. Yes or no? Okay. So assume that you are a part of any networking firm. Okay. Now you can say like that networking firm is having network partners of 500 chartered accountant firms, maybe proprietorships, maybe partnerships, maybe LLP, or whatever it is. If that is the case, what will happen? Just I will post it in my tendering thing. Here is the assignment, and here are the locations, here are the fees, and I say like I am going to take 30 branches of it, and these are the locations and this is the price. People who are interested can join, and if we are able to execute the things through monitoring and with less time and effectiveness, will it be great or not? Okay. So tendering is one of the thing. Then that's coming to specialization. Now we are into, there are like 60 verticals, 100 verticals in the finance sector alone. Okay. And a client expects a timely work with quality. And how can we do that? If we see the present scenario, okay, the children are working in America and Australia, the parents are sitting in India, or they may be travel, or they may also be in other country roaming and all, and they will say like, they will ask one question, like how to get funds transferred from Abu Dhabi, how to get transferred from Europe, and what is the point of taxation. Now we have to look several regulations at a stretch. Okay, if we are having 100 clients or 500 clients, and 10% of it will ask kind of such questions, how much time we are going to take and how much justice are we going to make? If we are very clear like, yes, we do for these countries, or if we do for these areas of work and all, if there are someone in there in my network, I will just ask him to do that, and I will be monitoring, I will be getting the benefits. And if that is the case, how it would be? Coming to the global opportunities. So like uh, the moment we move out of India and we showcase to a, let us CPF from USA or Canada, what will they ask? They will ask what is your strength, what is your team strength, team size, what is your what are your qualifications, how much resource are you going to spend? Okay, what is, so these are all the things which every one of us do. It's not they are doing that, they are only doing that. My question is, as a sole proprietorship firm, can we justify our existing business with the outsourcing business? Because by seeing the people who are working in the outsourcing industry, they themselves are getting tiresome and stressful. How can we manage both? Are we able to take the benefits of outsourcing, which the big four, if you see the growth rate of these 3 years of the big four, it's almost going into a very steep curve, not even a curve, it's straight line, vertical line, it is going because of various issues. Why we are not able to capture? So if we are part of any networking, so now we will see the various possibilities. Local firms looking for global opportunities, firms intending to have pan presence, specialized firms forming an alliance, decentralized and inclusive firms. So these are all the various concepts. So like just now I said our own example, 3 partners are residing in the same location and having a similar kind of practice. Both of the 3 are unable to do their or have some time in their thing which they can accommodate, which is not justifiable for any US client or UK client. Now if they 3 come together and they have their own practice, A and company is a sole proprietorship, he is having his own practice, B and company is a partnership, he is having his own practice along with his partners, C and Co LLP is again a partnership, LLP, it has its own partners. Now they came here and look for a network. These 3 people form a network, and that networking, they will pump funds into the network firm. Okay, they will add people, they will get the clients, and they will execute. They have their own existing practice, and they have their own outsourcing work which has been undertaken. So this is one of the way which firms residing at the same place, maybe same building in Chennai too. So they can come and they can collaborate and they can share the profits as per their things.
So we can take lead from the network.
Yeah.
If we lead from outside India,
Yeah.
out of India,
That's what I'm saying. If a partner, if say suppose A and company is sole proprietorship, he wants to, he is having some contact and he wants to go to America or Europe or whatever it is. Okay, as they are already partners in the outsourcing business, will the other partners will not support for his existing practice? Okay. So you are asking a marketing question. Yeah, if you have, you can. If you have, you can. If you don't, you build, you establish. You can go. Not must, may have, or may not have. Okay. Yeah, we'll be discussing that one also, sir. In detail, we'll be discussing. Coming to the presence across nation. So right now, just we have discussed about the tendering, like where stock audits and all. Okay. So if you are part of a network and you say like, and I can give 200 locations, I can accept the tendering part of it. You can have it. Or else your client will come and say like, now Jammu and Kashmir is good for business. I want to set up a business at Jammu and Kashmir. What is our answer? We don't have any chartered accountants. You find yourself. But if you are part of a network and someone else is also part from Jammu and Kashmir, or say like gift city of Gujarat, or whatever is the upcoming thing, if you are connected with them, now our client will trust us more, or that person. Our client will trust us more. If that is the scenario, if we refer, what is the value addition to him? He has trust already in us, having worked with 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, and now we are not only referring, we are also monitoring. If we have that system, okay, can we, any client will look for any other chartered accountant for a bigger, as a sole proprietorship, if I am able to render the service either by myself or through my known people, will the client will say like, our chartered accountant does not having branch or is small. Will he have any such questions? No. And specialized firms in a network. Say suppose some people are into a specialized kind of area. So if a separate group, say like RERA or say like GST, okay, myself from Andhra Pradesh, I am specialized in GST. Any questions I am able to handle. So suppose someone from here or specialized in, not someone, maybe 3-4 firms are specialized in GST Tamil Nadu, someone else from Kerala. Okay, if a client of us comes and say like, boss, I have an audit, I have an appeal. Okay, now what I will do? I will straight away refer, yes, these are the people who are specialized people. We can have a coordination with him and we can agree the things and we can do the work. So, say MSME, if you see from MSME, each state government has its own policies. How much a chartered accountant firm, even specialized in MSME, can render services in more than one state. It's a very biggest challenge. Okay, specialized firms, this is the way we can use the networks. So here like we can have the tendering, we can have the specialization, and we can have the locational advantage all together. Say like across India, there may be 100 chartered accountants or 500 chartered accountants. Okay, 3 chartered accountants are discussing only amongst themselves. Yeah, they can do that. If you say like a partnership firm like having 100 partners, do 100 people discuss? Do 100 people discuss? First of all, not often. Whether if you take the example of Deloitte or big PwC, where there are 110 partners, 200 partners, what is their profit sharing ratio? 1%, 0.5%, 5%. Yes or no? Or else, if someone says 50%, will other partners allow that? No. So there is a brand, there is a system, they are going like that. So having 100 firms in a network, okay, does not mean I should communicate with all the people every time. I have my own authority, I have my own identity. If there is a work which there is arising, then only I will speak, I will contact. I may be guided by the network agreements, I am bounded by some other things, guidance and all, directions and all. But it is not a requirement like you should communicate with all the people, all the partners, you should meet all the stuff. Only whom we are doing the work, the client, the chartered accountant, the employees. What is the scope which you want to build? Yes, you can build. What is you want to expand? You can expand. Even by expanding, you did not communicate with all the people. Yes or no? Yeah. So this is the definition given by the institute, where the larger structure of group of entities is aimed at wider cooperation amongst the professionals, wider professional reach, geographical presence, and aimed at profit or cost sharing amongst the entities within the structure. So the objective is profit sharing and the structure is large structure. The objectives are wider cooperation, yeah, the same thing. Referral practices, wider professional reach, referral practices, and wider geographical presence. So can someone say about the importance of referral practices? If we go for a hospital, an MNC corporate hospital, we go for a cardiologist, he will go for a neurologist, he will refer to the diagnostics, he will refer to some other things. Okay, they are referring each other and they are getting their work. Okay, for us, we are having the same practice in an informal mode. We may be referring to some people and we may be getting it informally. Here, everything is being legalized amongst the chartered accountant firms. Alliances can register themselves as AOP as recognized structure under the income tax laws. Alliances may form AOP and open a bank account in their own name, obtain PAN and GST registration. Income received by AOP can be distributed as per memorandum of understanding entered into the amongst the member firms. Income tax returns can be filed. AOPs can prepare common balance sheet and get audited. So what does it mean? I am having a firm and I am rendering the services. I am getting my books of accounts. I am filing my income tax returns. I am having my bank accounts. Now what I am saying, now the institute has allowed alliances can have balance sheet. Alliances can execute, the works can be executed either in alliance or in individual firms. Okay, we can execute these three chartered accountant firms got a foreign client or have an Indian client. Okay, now they are executing not in their individual firms, they are executing in their name of alliance. Okay, so from there they will expend they will expend money for the expenditure, and whatever the remaining thing they can take as a profit. Principles of alliance: trust, obviously, transparent. Until unless a transparent system is in place, we can't trust anyone. Technology, the order of the day is technology, and we call now it is artificial intelligence. That is the order of the day. Inclusiveness, until unless I accept the other chartered accountant firm in the network, that doesn't function. Independence, as chartered accountants, our DNA is independence. Cooperativeness, yes, we need to be cooperative, and collaboration. Until unless we work in a collaborative mode, and there is only one identity. Say like A and company, B and company, C and company. No. If we take the name of alliance, whatever is the name, say like Chennai. If they want to go with the identity of Chennai, yes, Chennai is the identity for all the 3 firms or all the 50 firms which are into it. That is their identity, not A company or B company or C company. So if someone step into the office, we will be having the name board of A and company along with that Chennai. Okay. So one identity is the thing. So that the client will say like okay, Chennai is having 100 chartered accountant firms. So now we have him as one identity. Say suppose if a client is working with A and company. Now A and company has referred C and company. He will see, yeah, they are one and the same. They are under one name of Chennai. Okay. And if you see this sub-alliance, just now we have dealt practically. If you want, I can read what it is. A group of entities, and this has not been given in institute, this is my understanding. A group of entities which are part of alliance intend to develop a specialized line of practice amongst themselves by sharing their clients' work according to their specialization, or alliance entities intended to merge or become partnership or LLP, whether for geographical presence or for additional areas, or a referral firms and executing firms can become partners, or so whatsoever. The sub-alliance is only for internal integration. For all legal purposes, it is the alliance firm and alliance entities that are binding factors. The name of sub-alliance is have no legal presence and not significant. The goodwill of sub-alliance firm is nil. It shall be the understanding amongst the alliance entities whether they can be a member of sub-alliances regarding the nature of projects. Yeah.
The alliance itself, just want to understand whether the alliance can sign in its capacity.
Yes. The partner, any of the member of the alliance for non-attest function. For attestation, alliance will not work. Only for non-attest services we can do. We can do tax filing, but we cannot sign tax audit report. Yes. And there is no significance of signing altogether. Signing by a private limited company for tax filing return, what is the significance of it? It's only AOP, only AOP, only AOP, no LLP. Okay. No, no. Now we'll be discussing that LLP guidelines also. 100%, 100%. No attest functions. Only consult, not only consultation, advisory. Consultation, advisory. Anything you are not going to generate UDIN. If you want to generate UDIN, do it in your individual practice. If you, anything of consulting, yes, we can.
Just again, sorry.
Yeah.
Just comparing this with Ola and Uber.
Ha.
Okay, so Ola, Uber, we get the business.
Yeah.
And it will share it with any of the 80 members. I'm just putting the question very widely. Okay, and like for example, there is a business, the client want to have a service. Okay, so he's now saying coming to CX alliance, and he says that I want the service. Now the X alliance will decide to whom this work has to be allocated.
Client is coming for A and company, B and company, C and company. It's not coming to alliance. It may come from the alliance directly also. From the alliance website, it will come. It may come. We need to have some protocol for that. And who are the front officers? Our own firms are the front officers for the alliance, right?
No, then as well I can do it in my name.
Yes.
I get alliance.
Yes, we can.
The purpose of alliance is only to expand my business and to collaborate specialization.
Yes. Yes.
So that is the objective. And if I again doing it in my own name.
Yeah.
Okay, when I'm showing my identity there,
Yes.
then it also kills the very basic purpose of collaboration and.
So, if
One is time factor. Time factor. Or you doing individual, more clients or more addiction coming, you don't have time for handling all the clients. Number one. Number two, area. Some specialized area you are having, or a company incorporation, GST. For other advisory purpose, you can go for alliance. This is my opinion.
yes, sir. So no, sir. No, sir. What you said is right. And listen to the full session. Many of the questions will be answered during the course of the session. Yeah. Empanelment individual firms. Only individual firms, not for alliance. Because, yeah. 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 The firm category is the category. Your firm category is the category for empanelment. No category. No alliance cannot do empanelment. It is ineligible. Individual status, not on the alliance status.
What I also understand here is
Huh.
alliance, you cannot go for empanelment.
Yes. Yes.
One of the form of alliance, if you are getting empanelment,
No.
all other members cannot.
No. Right now, the guidelines are such that alliance. Say suppose there are 100 firms in an alliance. Okay. 50 firms go for empanelment. Okay. Now the guideline is like whoever you want, you get it. You done in your name. That is the way empanelment has been structured. We'll be discussing that one also. So just now we said like, yeah.
See, when I'm in alliance, if one of the firm is getting peer review,
Yeah.
whether I can, that will not benefit
Only that firm yeah. No, alliance is the alliance. No. Alliance is the loosely structured way of organization. And just now, if you see the statistics, there are 15 alliances in India, 3 lead firm model in India, 115 network firms. The 115 network firms are not from 2021, from 2005. Okay, 100 firms have already been part of network. Let it be big 4 are also part of that network only. Okay, all the people who are now the 100, not the 115, the first 100s, they're all the beneficiaries. They all the advantage. They saw the advantages, and they are with that only. They are expanding that much. Now, after seeing that 70% still in proprietorships or the small partnerships, Institute has came to 3 kinds of guidelines: network, lead firm, alliance. Alliance is the loosest form of things where people can or is interested to join. If you see we'll be discussing about the lead firm and network too in comparison with alliance. Okay, as a conceptual thing, I've shown about the alliance. And one more thing is like we formed an alliance, and I have written a book on alliance, and that's why I have showcased the alliance first. Okay, we'll be discussing in depth. And if you see here, sub networks in network firm. Okay, just now I read about the definition. What is sub alliance, right? So here we can see the practicality of it in this slide. The tendering, which every one of us have understood, right? Okay, being part of a network, we can take the tendering part of it. PAN based. Okay, now we can refer across India. Okay, if there are 100 firms, we can refer each one. Okay, here they can be closed or open. What I mean by it is like, say suppose I have interacted with you, I have some trust with you. Okay, likewise I have some trust with 5 chartered accountant firms from 5 different states. There are 25 firms referring that specialization. What of the 25, only 5 of us will come and say, boss, I can't speak with all the people, let all the 5. Okay, if I have anything, I will share with you. If you have anything, you share with me. It need not be like, even though you have it, you should share with me. It's only a contact, it's only a network which we are giving it. Okay, so that one I call as a closed kind of PAN based thing. GloPAN, just now I said like in the first slide itself, like 3 firms in the same location, they are looking for a global opportunity, and they are in the same location, and they want to do some activity in outsourcing, that is called as they can be having PAN based projects, Indian based projects, and they can have the foreign based projects. Glocal, these are all the bigger firms like 10 partners, 20 partners. Okay, so they themselves will be interacting, they themselves have sufficient bandwidth, capability, skill. Then why they have to part of our network? Even if you say like big 4, they don't have offices in tier 3 cities, tier 4 cities. If they want something execution there also, if they are part of that network, if they intend, it's need not be big 4. Any big firm from Chennai or itself South India itself, they can be part of it. Now they are being able to communicate across the things. Whether they use it or not, it's up to their question. Even they can be part of this network. Now coming to the, just now we discussed about the balance sheet. AOPs can have their balance sheets in there, and they can file the balance sheets. Coming to the agreement kind of stuff. In networking mode, one can bill in individual firm or a network. Given a choice, where you show your interest. Sir, your question. So, sir says, I will bill in my individual. What the other firms has to say? Sir, you have to say the answer.
Normally
No, sir. No, sir. A client comes to me. Okay. He's a new client. Okay. Without anything. Without anything. Without anything. Whether he sees in the website or whether he sees the name board and all, he is not referred by any one of the entities. He come to me directly. Okay. Where I want to build the further service.
Whoever is servicing.
Servicing. Who are servicing according to the ratio? Time spent.
So it is the decision of the person who wants to render. Okay.
The challenge will be like, see there are, unknown members are there.
Yeah.
There are multiple people, they want to take advantage of the network and they want to be part of the alliance.
Sir, one thing. No unknown, no network. Take 100% of chartered accountants. We should see our individual benefit. Yes or no? No. The question which I am fixing it is, okay, if I get 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, why I have to share? Do you agree with this logic or not?
Actually, I'm asking this question because there are few, I don't know how to name them actually. There are few firms. Okay, what they're doing, they don't do any job.
Yeah.
Even understanding activity they don't do any job. Their job is only to get the business.
Yeah.
Okay, they are purely business marketing members. They market it and they have close to some 100 plus audit firms
Yeah.
in their hand.
Yeah.
And they simply will allocate the job.
Yeah.
And for allocating the job
Yeah.
and rendering service, they get share
Pay.
of fees.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, they are running very successfully.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, across and they have created websites.
Yeah.
And they are just asking CA firms to get just added to the network, and they are assuring business.
Okay.
Okay, this is kind of aggregation also.
Yeah.
I don't know what is the legality and how institutions think this, because this is something like purely like you are a marketing agent and
Yeah.
you're just selling lot of CA firms work. Okay, you are just only marketing and you just ensuring the job is delivered.
Yeah.
And they don't have any accountability for the job they are taking up.
Yes.
And interestingly, they are getting business and they are also making money out of this.
Yes.
I don't know which model this will fit in. No, I'm just telling.
So one thing.
When they are able to do successfully,
Yeah.
why can't a legally accepted process like this? Why it is not taking off?
So one thing, sir, as chartered accountants and our code of ethics, majority of us will say like, why we have to go to market? Yes or no? So I can't say whether is it correct or incorrect, but somehow we are lagging in marketing. Even though there are many acceptable ways of marketing, just by seeing the regulation, okay, we majority of us are stepping it back. Okay, if you see the purpose of networking guidelines, what they are speaking, one brand. Is brand is not marketing? Yes or no? The institute is making the chartered accountants, whether directly or indirectly. Okay, they are saying create an image, create a brand, and you go. When I went for a seminar and say like I am so and so, what the answer is they are saying is, boss, you are a person looking for business. You have to set up a stall. You have to set up this. You have to set up this. You have to give a paper ad. Not in India, I'm saying. In India, no one will talk like this. If you go for outside, yeah.
You see the other practices like the lawyers
Yeah.
and which were also having the same set of code of ethics. Now you can see people are advertising.
Yeah.
The medical practitioners, they are advertising. The law firms, they are advertising.
Yeah.
I don't know the kind of the mindset and also the protocol which we are still holding the same kind of ethics. I don't understand. I think there should be a relook about how we are, how the market is evolved and how the industry and the business world is looking at. And we need to
Sir,
modify ourselves.
not only slightly modifying, the moment the government is taking away the test functions, okay, the institute itself is coming with networking guidelines, come for branding and all. maybe in future we may see some more changes in marketing guidelines also. But one suggestion or one caution, one alert which we should be is like, so when the institute is opening, what the institute is opening. So I think, because like if you see the networking guidelines, they are speaking only about talking about the brand itself. They want to have networking itself. Having all this stuff, things and all, definitely. And now the GST 990 got removed from our hands. Okay, what is the thing now? Presently, the private limited companies.
It is actually blessing in disguise for
Yeah,
members.
whatever it is. Private limited companies, they are saying yes, we want to take, why a chartered accountant has to sign, which is the order of the day. We don't know at what time.
So again, that is again, my opinion I'm telling. For private limited companies, other things should be removed.
Yeah.
Because most of the private limited companies, I see, I don't know whether it's the right forum to say like this. Most of the private limited companies, the independence is a big stake. At least for the SME business.
Yeah.
Most of the auditors are going through this phase. I don't know
Yeah.
how many will agree openly, but that is
Yeah.
the reality.
Yeah.
Unless this attesting is required, is removed, the accountability for the business will be more, so that there will be kind of more enforcement in a lot of the law will be there.
Yeah.
See, because now auditors are there in attesting function, the independence is a big kind of.
No, the thing is like,
Not maintaining, not able to maintain independence. That's what you are trying to say.
You can tell me. I don't know. See, sorry. I don't know whether this is the right forum to speak like this, but I can tell you, most of the private companies, okay, the independence, they make a checker. If you take away, you challenge it. I think make a checker whether it is correct, whether the self review, whether it is happening perfectly or not. It is a big question.
yeah. So yes, sir, we'll be discussing that one too. So here, coming to the presentation. So assuming 100% chartered accountants say like, if I get a work, I will bill in my own firm. What's wrong in it? What's wrong in it? Why? If I have a capability, no. If I have a capability, if
Again, here, one more thing, sir. The signing requirement in US, if you see in US, most of the private limited companies or a company which is not publicly interested,
yeah,
they don't insist on signing.
that's true.
But still, the practicing auditors there, they're making money. Okay?
Yeah.
That business will not go away from us.
Yeah.
The only, there is a kind of mental block that signing is required.
Yes.
Actually, it is not required, in my opinion also. Because you will still do the same service, because you are the competent person, no other person can do the same.
No, that will happen, sir. That will happen. I'm saying that will happen.
That should
It will
happen.
because like if you see the networking guidelines and all, the how to make the networking strong, that is also one of the factor. We may think like if the institute remove our signatory power, we will be going again. No, it's actually helping us.
In fact, we can do a lot of cross-selling, we can do a lot of consulting.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
You will be out of lot of independence blockage.
So what's wrong if a client comes to me, I will bill in my firm. Okay. The same right is being given across all alien firms. What's wrong in it? Any question? Do we accept with this or not? Yes?
Meeting about administrative expense at AOP,
Mm-hmm.
won't meet out all the administrative other expenses.
We'll do that. We'll come for that. We'll cover that one too. Is your firm ready to, in a networking mode, ready to bear unproductivity firms in another network, another firm? So what is the majority of clear-cut answer? Why majority? Unanimous answer I want. Who are ready to bear unproductivity of other firm?
Nobody. Even within the family.
So some where to execute work in safe firm or network firm we already covered. Can I bill my client according to my desire, or shall I follow the guidelines of networking? what to do.
Networking, if you go for networking for that assignment,
So no, one thing, the principle which will guide is our networking agreement. How do we write the network agreement? Okay, if I write a very stringent networking agreement, who will come? We have to see what is the practical way of doing the things. Okay, next, how a referral alliance firm and executing firm can become a partnership firm. Say right now, as sir pointed out, sir, I can work with people when, if I trust other, if I be there for some time. Yes or no? Right now we are all as a silos, independent people. Okay, now what will I do? I give one work. Okay, you execute it properly and you have shared the fees properly. If that is going to happen for a series of activities, what will happen? Of the 100 firms, maybe 3 to 4 firms with all these common communications, they said like, why we have to be a sole proprietorship firm? Why can't we form an LLP? Over a period of 1 year, or a period of 2 years, let it be. Yes or no? Can I build? Yeah. What is profit sharing ratio in in AOP? Now, what is the question? What is the profit sharing ratio? There are 100 firms. One is sole proprietorship. Maybe some is 2-3 partner firms. Maybe 5-6 partners in an LLP. Likewise, there are 100 firms. What shall be the profit sharing ratio? How to draft an agreement for this? A network agreement. So now an AOP is having revenue, AOP is executing the work, AOP is generating profit. How to distribute? To whom it has to take? That is the question. If you are billing, referring and getting the money, referral charges, I am good with that. I will refer to A, I will get money from A. Okay. I will give a tendering to BCD, I will get the money from that. But we are making ABC is undertaking a project of outsourcing. Say suppose client ABC. XYZ is undertaking another kind of outsourcing job. Both are billing in the alliance itself. How to go that? So we'll see the elements of financial statements, alliance revenue. So like for an alliance, we are having 2-3 staff, maybe 2-3 laptops. Okay. A common cost is there. It can be recovered through cost recovery. We can recover the things. Okay. Subscription from alliance entities under cost recovery. Say suppose monthly 30,000 is the common cost. There are 100 firms in it. Or take all the qualified chart accountants in it who are in partners or proprietorship firms. There are 100 in number. So 10,000 by 100, some 100 rupees or something like that is a cost recovery. So common cost we have been taken care. Next, 30% of fee collected in case of referral executed in alliance entity, professional fee billed in alliance. So here we can make the alliance entity funded. One thing is cost recovery. Something is done through reference. If we want to collect the referral charges and share, the alliance entities can take that responsibility. And one more thing is I have executed the work in the alliance itself. The foreign client is transferring funds to alliance itself. The tendering client will directly say like 100 firms, this is the fees I am transferring to alliance itself. So these are the 3 sources of revenue. Okay. So we will take an understanding as per the alliance agreement, depending upon the nature of the expenditure, and we will go accordingly. If you see here, the cost, just now I said like subscription, So subscription will be received from sole proprietorship, partnership and LLP. What are the common expenditure? Cloud office management, website, network expansion expenses, office administration and salaries. So the way I said, we can make a cost recovery. Where to bill and where to expend. So work executed in alliance entity. So here alliance entity is nothing but the AOP. Now a client has given the work. Okay. Now contract method, firm A, firm B, firm C. So as per their mutual agreement for that client, they can share it. Okay, there is no referral. And if you see alliance entity or entities, I have expenditure, I have made my employees there itself. I have used the employees of alliance itself. The work has been executed by the alliance, money has been received in the alliance, and I have specifically earmarked some employees 100% working there, some 100% office space is there. Okay. Now I want to just share the profit of it. Then all the expenditure is expense in the alliance. What is the profit? According to the 2-3 firms or 5-6 firms which have taken, they will share the profit. So here we have the options of with referral and without referral. So this is the way we can bill and where to expend the money in the alliance or network. So here you can see some more clarity here. So here they have freezed the profit of 10%. If you see the previous slide also, here we have freezed the profit, 10% has to move for alliance, and 1 lakh is the amount which we got from global outsourcing, 90,000 maybe for A, 20,000, C 30,000 or B 50,000. So alliance will be having a surplus of 10,000. So this is as per the internal agreement we are going. Okay. Here all the work is executed in their independent chartered accountant firms. They have allocated some employees, they have rendered the work. They have taken that 90,000. No, alliance will bill only one for 1 lakh. Okay. And respective firms will raise the bill to alliance as per their agreement, internal agreement. Any doubt on this? Yeah.
The amount sharing between two firms.
Yeah.
Will be very sharing or what will be nature of sharing between two firms?
As per agreement. One more agreement.
As per tax law, won't be treated.
Forget about tax law, sir. First of all, we'll come for the complexity of networking itself. Then we'll jump into taxation.
Profit sharing or merely
No, those things.
it is changed in law, right? There are some impacts.
So those things will first see the concept. There is because like we already started the session late. There is lots of things to yeah. So here, last one is the contractual mode. Here now we are billing. We are having the salaries, rent, professional insurance, and all in the alliance entity itself. And whatever the surplus we want to share, the firms can share accordingly. So these are the two ways where we can do that. And we have this referrals also, like if we want to referral, we can have that also. Contract. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, sir. We have freeze the profit of 10%. So this is what I am saying. This is an agreement, okay, which has been made under several assumptions. So the first question, the previous question which I asked is like, are you ready to undertake the unproductivity of other organizations, other entities? Everyone of us said no. Yes or no? So say suppose one of the entities making unproductive. Okay. Unproductive in sense like it is billing 1 lakh rupees and it is expending 3 lakh rupees. Yeah. So loss of 2 lakhs is there. Who will share that? if it is built in alliance entity? Let it be. Why? Nah. When we are looking in a broad scenario covering multiple aspects, we have to see as a wholesome, right? So what we did here is alliance shall be a profit motive. That's what ICI said. Yes or no? We have freeze the profit. What is their cost sharing? What is the cost incurred for branding and all? We have recovered through cost sharing. What are the things executed in alliance? People who have executed should be fixing some responsibility. They have to be responsible for that work. If otherwise, alliance will give money for me. I can be unproductive. That is the mindset majority of the people will be of if they don't have proper systems and procedures. Yes or no? So that's what we did is we made like you three firms are responsible for this. Okay, you make profit or you make loss. What we have achieved, common brand name we have achieved. Yes or no? Networking we have achieved. But profits and all for that particular activity, you two people bear it. If you are going to make it into a loss, you bear it. That is the thing which we have envisioned and we have did like this. So surplus, if it is there, if it is any surplus, if you see the concept of these productive companies like patronage bonus. So based, are you aware of this patronage bonus? Based on the contributions which have been raised. In case of Milk Federation, how many liters each milk producer organization given, what is the surplus in it? Based on the contribution, we will share the profit, surplus and all. A similar kind of structure has been brought up here. So this is the way we are going to distribute the profit. And if you see the balance sheet, and we made a stricter norms like if alliance purchase some assets, how it has to be funded. Say suppose I am having an office and laptops or servers are in my control, and if I ask you to pay, are you ready to pay that? No. So what are all the things which have been from the asset side has to be respectively contributed from the firms who are participating in it, so that they are having the control, physical control, possession is they are having the execution. Why can't they have the liability also? Likewise, we have designed the financial statements. So revenue defined is acceptable, profit is fixed at a fixed percentage or revenue received, distribution profits. So Institute has not given anything. These are all the things which we have emphasized, and this is the way people will accept, because like this agreement which we have designed is like when I give a paper for 100 people or 1000 people, until unless 1000 people are accept to sign the document, if I keep a very strict conditions, not acceptable conditions for other people, no one will join first of all. So to have that principle of inclusiveness, and we said like why can't we be more transparent and why can't we be more acceptable? This is the background which we discussed, and we came to this with these several assumptions. And one more thing is like even till now our institute has not given any agreement for this. This is all, every firm has their own visualizations, every firm has their own things, and they prepared the agreements. Yeah. Technologies disrupting the traditional ways of every aspect of, including our practices. Does the adoption of technology is necessity or a luxury? This is a question. Necessary. Okay. Now, am I sharing every client information in the network mode? Does my firm lose control of clients being in a network platform? My firm is having shortage of employees. Can I use the resource of another alliance entities to execute the work? What is the level of access and confidentiality? What is the advantage of desktop application with cloud data and doing work in networking mode compared to the application and data in a management in cloud? Is Alliance a knowledge sharing platform or expert advice platform, or referral platform, or work executing platform? What is this? So you keep having these questions in mind. So technology is enabler of trust. So now we are going to use the technology as trust enabler. Okay. Alliance can choose cloud solutions, providing centralized platform that enables decentralized, collaborative, scalable functioning platforms. Data transfer amongst alliance entities can be handled with security and at required level of access through cloud-based office management software. Virtual servers enable alliance entities to work projects collaboratively and remotely. So we are seeing everyone after COVID and all, majority of the software are working from home. Okay, why can't we do that? I mean to say remote working is possible for us also. So if you see the things like office management systems, like we are having majority of us are using some of the office management practice management softwares like Webtel, Gemku, Papilio and all. And we have the remote desktop solutions, we have the virtual server, we have the physical server, we have Google Drive. So these are all the technologies. Yeah. This one? Yeah. Yeah, simplify practice, my task. So we have, if we keep our data in Google Drive or Office 365, we can access anywhere. We can collaborate, we can have a collaborative functioning altogether. So technologies for networking entities. So there should be a provision to share the document. Till now we have like clients, the documents, task management, which is there available in every of the practice management software. What is required for networking? The tendering module is required. The way we have to share the documents, the way we need to bill for the other professionals. These are all the things which need to be there. And the way we handle the customers, which is there already. And how an alliance website should be. List of entities, these are all the website things. The training, the newsletter, the common cost which we say like the metric of alliance. So these are all the things which are there. Social networking. What is this altogether? Every one of us are into this without knowing what it is. So people are specialists in LinkedIn itself altogether. They are connecting the people, they are getting the things done. Sir, just now you asked like I don't have any connects in US or UK. Just having with LinkedIn people, they are generating the leads and they are getting the works done by sitting here itself. Need not go for any other country altogether. Personally. Okay. So with these networking platforms, social networking sites, we are going to communicate with many people. Whether it is genuine or fake is a question mark. The safety aspects we have to consider. Yeah. Pathways of alliance. So now there are 100 firms. Okay. I am one firm, one of the 100 firms. I will enter it into a network. I am of a traditional orthodox mindset. I don't speak, I don't communicate. I'll be speaking with my own people. Okay. Can I be in part of network? Yes, I can. What value addition I get? I may get something else. Someone else will ask me a question like, do you know this? As a tendering, you can handle this. Okay, I need not take lead by myself altogether. I can be in network if I am a very aggressive person. Like for what sir said is like marketing, having a chartered accountant firm, aggressive kind of stuff. Yes, it's a very boon for them. So literally this will have, it's a game changer altogether for them. Okay. So stay in alliance and participate in alliance. If I don't want, I'll remain quiet. Or else if I want to do exit, we can exit from the alliance. The important aspect in any of the networking is as long as exit is free, the terms and conditions for exit are relatively less, people will not come and join. Okay. If you see the example of partnership firm, entry is difficult, exit is altogether a different process altogether. So given a choice, until unless we have a trust, it's better to come into a network, work with them, then come and amalgamate or become a partnerships. So trust. What are the various levels of trust in alliance? People. So if you are speaking from the aspects of people, to build a trust, a one small assignment and another series of assignment. So after by giving a referral, people will say like without having trust, the trust level can be increased by series of activities. The highest trust is they becoming a partners. Otherwise, if a person does not render any service, we don't touch him altogether. At the billing level, as sir asked, like if an activity is coming to me, where to bill? Initially, everyone will have to bill in their individual name itself. The level of trust which we increase and all, then it will start from individual level to the alliance level billing. Technology. So initially I will share only one file or two files. Next I will share the project altogether. Then I will share the drive altogether. So we are having a leverage. If you say like directly partnership means you are giving 100% access without knowing anyone. Here we know the people by series of activities and then we trust the people. Maybe at the billing level, at the technology level or at the people level. So if you see this network evolution, this is not from our chartered accountants perspective, from the computer science. A centralized network which I call as a sole proprietorship, a decentralized network, then a distributed network, and this is the world map relating to networks. So now I'll show you another important thing. Sir, till now you said all the wonderful concepts, but what you said is a concept. There is no practicality in it. We'll move into a practical mode. So this is an application, maybe launching in a couple of days or we can use altogether. This is a network platform. Okay. Now we'll see this. So now now we have Reverse Network LLP. Reverse Network LLP. So this is a network firm under the latest LLP guidelines. Till now we have discussed about the alliance lead firm alliance model only. That is, we are about to discuss the lead firm and network model too. This is the latest guidelines 2020-24. Institute has issued aggregation of LLP firms guidelines. So reverse network LLP. If you see here, this is one LLP and we have here Ganga LLP. So Ganga LLP is a limited liability partnership firm. Okay, it's a partnership LLP. Okay, now Ganga will have its own clients. Ganga will have its own documents here, and it has its own employees. It has its own task management system. Okay, now Ganga LLP has a work. Okay, say now we'll see. Ganga LLP is having a work in Maharashtra. So what Ganga LLP will do? Okay, we want to go to the Maharashtra state. Now Ganga LLP is having a state work in Maharashtra. What kind of work? What kind of work? Say something about MSME or valuation or global services or whatever it is. So what Ganga LLP will do? First of all, it will search for the people who are having that work. Say suppose MSME is the work. So someone, Asma Khan and company, they are into MSME. Since 8 years they are doing that, and they are part of one more network firm called Countrywide Presence. Okay, and Ganga LLP is also a part of networking firm called Reverse Network. Okay, so Reverse Network is an association of persons or maybe a LLP aggregator model. Under this, Ganga LLP is one firm, Yamuna LLP is one firm, Sutlej LLP is one firm, Bias is one firm, Ravi is one firm. Likewise, there are these many firms, maybe around 15 firms in a network. Okay. Now, do we have Maharashtra in our list? Ganga LLP? Yes. Godavari LLP is a partnership LLP firm which is having its presence in Maharashtra. Okay. They are specialized in LLPs. Okay. They are not specialized in what we say MSME. Okay. Now we can speak to Maharashtra people of Godavari LLP and say like, I have this work, can you take up the work? If yes, they are already part of this network. Okay. Reverse Network LLP is having one network agreement. As per that network agreement, they will share the work. Okay. So suppose here we don't have MSME. Now we will go for MSME specialization. We want specialization in MSME. Okay. Now here we have the specialization for MSME. Then we can choose which state we want and we can connect with the people. Now here we have here, say whom can we choose? Say like persons who are part of network, persons who are not part of network. If we are part of same network, and we can choose them directly. If we don't know whom to choose, what is our priority? Okay, they are chartered accountants. I know them. If we know them, we can directly offer the work to them. If we don't know them, what we do? The second roundabout is Okay, they are part of some other network. There is much more binding. Although he is a chartered accountant firm, there is binding. Again, instead of directly speaking to ICI, if they don't execute, why can't we speak with the network firm altogether? Yes or no? So now we can choose. Okay, got this? So there are how many networks in this platform? So if you see, only one network. One firm can be part only in one network, not multiple networks. That is the policy decision taken across all kinds of networks, maybe AOP or network firm or lead model or LLP. Only one firm can be part of only one network, not multiple. Okay? Yes, yes. No, no. And if you see here, say like superheroes network is there, national wise presence is there, district wise presence is there, Swedes network is there, some other network. Okay, there are multiple networks. So, as a sole proprietorship or a small chartered account firms, we can start a networking firm with 2 firms or 3 firms or 5 firms or 10 firms or 100 firms or 1000 firms altogether. This platform will support the chartered accountants. Now, the advantage of it, I'll show you. If you see here, Ganga LLP. Have this many employees here. Okay. So like Tulsidas, Jawad. So these are all the employees. Okay. Now what Ganga LLP is doing, of these 7-8 employees, it has given access to 5-6 employees. You can be part of this, you can access both Ganga LLP's work and you can access reverse network LLPs. You can see here the reverse, see these 3 employees are blank. Okay. They do only Ganga LLP's functions. Okay. These employees does all Ganga LLP's functions and River LLPs. What do we do in River LLP? The common projects, the joint projects. Okay. Now Ganga LLP is having its own work done by its own employees. Okay. For all the common projects, we'll see the reverse network now. So this is the reverse network LLP. If you see the employees, reverse network has employees from Ganga LLP, Narmada, Godavari, Tapati. So all the, so what we can do, we can add the employees here. Whom we want to add, we'll add it in the reverse network. And what we can do, we will add the client here. The same client, say suppose in my in Ganga LLP that client is doing some income tax filing return. Okay, the client want to set up his office in say suppose West Bengal. I don't know anything from any person from West Bengal. I will add a client in reverse network. Okay, then I will assign the work there. Then what is the advantage of it? I can monitor the documents and I have my clear distinction between what is my service, what is my networking service. Okay, where I want to bill, yes, I can bill in, if it is my service of income tax service, I am billing in income tax Ganga LLP. If it is some service relating to West Bengal, the MSME service or whatever it is, I can choose. The advantage of billing in reverse network is I can have a task management too. I can see whether the task has been assigned for a particular employee or not. Okay, I can see the status of execution the things. I can bill it. So till now, without having any network platform, it is very difficult. It's not difficult, it is impossible to see like having a a partnership firm with multiple branches, we have a software platforms. But we don't have any platform to work in a collaborative mode. So this is the way we can share the documents. Here we can share the documents. Okay. So now I'm not sharing entire my client file altogether. What is the work? What is the document? To whom it has to be shared? Only that document I will share. So I have 100% access of my individual firms and 100% access control on the network firm altogether. Whether from the same client can be added both, because I will do different services at different place altogether. So if you see here, I am going to the next some more bigger size of organizations, like the example. So if you see the employees here, so if you see here, what is the designation? Network integration partner. Okay, what he does? Network policy integration. Designated partner. What he does? Network compliance. Legal partner. Junior associate. Information technology. Regional director. Collaboration management. So we can have like say like 500 partners or employees and working in a collaborative way. So here what we are doing? We are having the work executed in our individual capacity with 100% control. We are able to undertake the firm in a collaborative activity with 100% control. Now it's up to us to see whether we can see the benefit of, until unless, say suppose if you take the example of tendering itself, how many people you have to communicate? Now here we have entire bank accounts, what is the agreement, what is the status, and even we have access here, who have to access what document. It's not like entire people who are working on those projects, only those people will be given access. So we have the document management, we can add the people here. So here we can select the employees who are and all. Only those people we are going to access, even in a network mode itself. So having these kinds of platforms enables the chartered accountants, irrespective of the size, irrespective of the nature of service, irrespective of the location. Okay. So having these things will definitely make the chartered accountant firms more oriented towards the networking practice. Okay. So you can try this, and you can enroll for this too. And by the way, I am the functional consultant for this software. Based on the logics, the agreements, the logics, the content which have been written in the book, based on this, we have did this software. Now maybe actually by today we can use this software altogether. This is good for operation now. And if you want, you can note down this. This is the website of it, network.artha.com, and they are offering free for 3 months. Yes. This is developed by a company called Artha Systems. They are from Chennai and US. They have operations, their development team in Chennai. Their the ideas and all owned by an US company called Artha Systems. Visible now? Yeah.
So your role is like a domain specialist.
Sorry?
Domain specialist.
Domain?
Domain specialist. No, your role, functional consultant you are telling.
Yeah. So like the way it has to function, right? The programs, how it has to go. The application front end things. I'm not a software programmer. Yeah, I'm not a software programmer. I give the contents and all. How? Yeah, the FICO, what we call in SAP FICO, right? Yeah, similar to that. Yeah.
For registration. Firstly, we will give assignment like registration and all. Later onwards, we will take care of those things. But unfortunately, they may ask, you can coordinate with us also like that. There is a email risk management.
So like what you said is like,
Mumbai, we are connecting with Mumbai for,
okay.
for registration of companies.
Yes.
And afterwards, he is our client only. There is no scope there to go there.
Mhm.
Once we give a referral,
Yeah.
they will tell that we any assignments is there, you can give it to us only. No need to go the main auditor like that. We can
So we need to have a good. That's what I'm saying. Here I have shown a platform. Okay. Now, if I bill in my name itself, right? There is no control. If I bill it in the name of Alliance itself, right? There is a control kind of stuff. If, say suppose you have a chartered accountant in Mumbai, and we are presenting in Chennai. Okay. There are two ways of billing. Okay. Now we are informing the client. This is the way we are going to bill. This is the way we are doing to bill. So if I bill in my AN company, the client is unaware of that. And even I don't have tracking mechanism, and there is no, the billing is altogether a different thing. Now we are billing in the name of AOP. Okay, then what will happen? We know it is done through AOP, and we know this person has done this job. So there is a transparency in it. Okay, now the client will be having additional trust on him. I don't deny that. What's wrong in it? What's wrong in it?
actually, we are going to refer them.
Yeah.
In future, the client will go to him itself. He will not, at the end, he will take all the assignments to.
Sir, as long as the client is with us, having highest level of trust, we can handle them. If the client wants to, a roaming client is there, what's the point in handling with him? He will compare, every client will do the same thing. He will compare. He will see the timelines, he will compare. As a customer for other shops, we do the same thing, right? What's wrong in it? So the institute have given 2021 guidelines. Okay. The intentions which we already discussed, tap the global opportunities, pooling of resources. If you see the journey of guidelines, in 2005, institute has given rules of merger, demerger, network amongst firms called affiliations. Okay, network shall not carry any business. Consent of the client to engage is must, and the status of organization is partnership. So 2005 itself, institute has given. Okay, who have jumped rate? The first 100 firms, maybe Deloitte or Big Four or some other firms have joined that. They have taken the advantage. Here, the institute said like only partnership firm is the approved form of networking firm, and network shall not do any business, and consent of the client is required. Majority of us we have not joined. Institute has given one more chance of 2011. Okay, there what they said, not only that partnership, even LLP company can subject to the guidelines. So now the organization status from partnership has moved to LLP status, partnership status, and private limited company. The network form, they have given that much flexibility. What we did, and institute has given one more leverage. Effect of registration is deemed to be the public notice. Even we did not need to say like we are part of this network to the client. Okay, that is the flexibility which institute has given. And one more guideline what it gave, network should not carry any business. Again, only 100 firms up to 2011, only 100 firms. Coming to the 2020-21 guidelines. Three guidelines have been given. Association of persons is one thing. Status. Now, institute has removed partnership, removed LLP, removed company. Only association of persons is the status given by the institute. Network can do business. 2005 and 2011, no business. Network should not do any business. But 2021, network can do business. What business? Non-attest business, no attestation. And it gave a restriction, only domestic firms can network. No foreign firms can come and join. Again, what is the status? Only 100 plus 15 or 25 which we saw. 125. Effect of registration is deemed public notice, which is there already in 2011. Institute has given that.
Network can do business means need any business.
No. Non-attest business. Non-attest business. Consulting. Okay. Now we'll see the distinctions between the alliance model, network model, and need for model. So, AN company, BN company, CN company name. Again, we have this naming guideline. So, ABCD or BCAD, DABC or whatever is the combination, you can have the name in all the three. But in case of lead firm model, any firm can take a lead, and I want my firm to be a lead firm. Okay. Registration, I say will not unique alliance registration number, network registration number in case of lead firm and network model. Practice. So this is the important thing which we need to pay attention. Firms are free to carry on practice as independent firms despite of being constraints of alliance. Alliance may direct the best practices to be followed by the individual firms. So the alliance AOP is there, right? There all the firms will be there. Say like we will say 100 firms, and these are some of the designations of the alliance. We will keep it. We'll do some policing. Okay, this shall be this is the way to bill. This is the way to communicate. This is the way to share profit. Okay, so this is the way the alliance will guide. The other entity may listen, may not listen. Okay. This is how institute has given the alliance model. Come to the network model. Firms are bound by internal integration agreement and practice as independent firms. Subject to the internal agreement, network decision prevails over other firms. So again the same thing. Here the network will lay down the rules, and what the institute guideline is, now the network decision has to be listened by all the firms. Okay, which model you want, you go. I want alliance model, you go and start alliance model. Because the objective is bringing the chartered accountants into a network is the primary objective of the institute. Because like we are so independent, we don't want to speak with other, we don't want to listen. Institute have given choice, go with alliance model. But here in case of network, if you see any discipline, okay, people have to follow this, and any organized kind of stuff, everyone has to go in this way, or a systemized framework, that is network model. In alliance, the entity will say, but entities may not listen. Choice has been given. If they listen, that's fine. But a choice is given, and we don't know whether the people listen or not. Here, people have to listen. Coming to the lead firm model, firms can have internal agreement recognizing one of the firms as lead firm, depending on the specialization and expertise required for each assignment. Okay, the individual firms can carry on the practice as independent firms. Say suppose some of the firms are very tech savvy firms. Okay, they do majority of automation works or artificial intelligence works. Okay, some of the firms are very strong in RERA. Some of the firms are very strong in GST. Okay, so they will make a lead firm. Okay, you be the leader, and you guide the other firms. This is the way you have to be. So this is about the lead firm model. Empanelment. Again, this is an important area. They are coming together basically for non-audit services. For audit practice, they remain as independent practitioners. Okay, so here one firm will be doing audit for Canara Bank, one firm will be doing for statutory for State Bank, some other will be doing internal audit for State Bank or whatever it is. So here this is not for non-attest functions, all the three. So like you go ahead, you have your empanelments, get your works done, but come and stay in the network. That is the objective of the alliance here. Network, ICA will put efforts for securing recognition. ICA does not want to keep efforts on alliance model for empanelment. Okay. Now here, as there is an uniform practice, at least in alliance, in network, it should say like, we'll go and speak with RBI, we'll go and speak with C&AG, but till now, as there are no networks, how can institute go and speak? That is the status. Again, in the lead firm model, in case of the lead firm model also, the lead firm will take charge of it. Institute wants to speak there also, but as there are no firms, there is no effort done by the institute. Conflict. Audit and non-audit services of the same client and rotation of auditors amongst the firms are not permitted. All the three are one and the same. Sir, here is your question, sir. Okay. Audit and non-audit. So, say like in alliance, we are the statutory auditors, or other alliance entity should not be an accountant. That shall not do any consulting work. So this is a strict restriction across. Characteristics. Firms come together for mutual benefits of individuals, may take up the professional work on their own. Network model, firms come together as a combined strength. In alliance, we don't see as a combined strength, because like we are independent. Even though we are in one organization, everyone are independent. But in case of lead network model, we are following an instructions, what the network is designed. So now a combined strength is being showcased. So along with that, we have our own individual practices. Even in case of lead firm, we are showcasing a network combined strength. Okay, the lead firm will dictate the other firms in the network. Referral and sharing of fees is allowed in all the three. bylaws should be in line with ICA guidelines. In case of delinquency, some wrongdoings, the firm which has executed will be the thing. Similarly, in case of all the three, code of ethics applicable for all the three. Reports and certificates, a partner of the firm that gets appointment, he has to sign. Okay. Only non-addressed resolutions will be there in AOP. Internal agreement, it has to be signed by all people. Reconstitution, firms are free to join, exit in case of alliance. Okay. It's a loose structure, free structure. In case of network, they are bound by network agreement. They are already guided. They have to follow their guidelines. And in case of lead firm, again an internal agreement, integration agreement will be there. Reconstitution, yeah, we have to report to the ICA. Exit or closure, much more easier in case of alliance model. The rest of the two models, you have to comply the terms and agreements. So like 10 firms are there. If they want to quit, one firm quits, the alliance will be there. 2 firms quit, alliance will be there until unless if it is only 2 firms. Yeah, the same case will be applicable for network and lead model. One network. So can be part of only one of the three models. Can be part of, yeah, this is the same applicable for all. Empanelments. Here, alliance, all the firms can empanel. In case of network, only, even in network also all the firms can empanel. In case of lead firm will dictate how it is. And even in network firm, they can have their own internal guidance who have to empanel. It's up to them how the agreement has been designed. Yeah. So this is up to the 2021 guidelines. Okay. Now we will go to, before going to aggregation guidelines, I'll show one more slide. So the latest guideline is LLP, aggregator guidelines of LLP. Institute has given in 2021, it has removed the LLP model. Now 2024, it came with the LLP model with aggregation mode. Okay. So every one of us are using majority of the aggregators. In case of food delivery, we are seeing Swiggy, Zomato. So what exactly is this? Can anyone say? Swiggy or Zomato, what kind of this business is this? Yeah. So here the hotels or restaurants will be connecting to the platform. Through that platform, it will do that. So they are self-regulated, customer feedbacks are there. Logistics and courier, we have like picker and ship rocket. Home services, urban company. Transport, Ola, Rapido. Okay, freelance, Upwork India, freelancer.in. And so likewise, we have this aggregator services. And if you see the upcoming aggregators, OTT Play. Now what is happening? Netflix, all the OTT players, they are coming into an aggregation mode. And they are coming into one platform, in OTT platform, they are coming into an aggregation mode. Yes or no? Yeah. Likewise, every industry, maybe logistics, maybe travel, maybe e-commerce, okay, everyone are into aggregator mode. Complying several, entering into several agreements and rendering the service to the customers. This is the change which we are into. Yes or no? ONDC, Open Data, ONDC. This is the government of India's thing, like where the sellers can come into a platform, buyers can come into a platform. So the Paytm, PhonePe or the customer's platform. Likewise, from the customer will directly entering into the ONDC network and they will choose whatever the stuff we want to purchase. We have the retailers thing, and right now government has introduced this ONDC in competition with Amazon, Flipkart. So as a retailer or a wholesaler or a manufacturer, the companies will enroll into ONDC as a seller platform. It will keep the products, all the stuff. Okay. So customer through PhonePe and all the things, they are connecting to the website, ONDC website and all. Open network database connectivity. So these are all the things like, where are we now as a chartered accountants? So people from e-commerce, OTT, logistics, food, waste management, all this, all of us are using these things. As a chartered accountants, where are we? Yeah. So just now we have seen that guidelines of 2021 covering alliance, a loosely structured network, a kind of organization, like some sort of discipline is there. Lead firm we are displaying, having a lead firm taking a charge of the network altogether. Now we'll see how strong. First point is bringing all the chartered accountants into network is the first agenda. The second agenda is how they are. If they are going like, I have my own say, you have your own say, someone has someone's say, then alliance model you can go. We will listen something, then you can go for a network model. We'll accept someone as a leader, we can go with a lead form of network. And if you see, like much more discipline is being built in LLP model, which is called as an aggregation of firms model. Okay. So what is the choice before the chartered accountants? As we are the chartered accountants, what is the choice we have? So we see, like, if you see the definition, I have just given like dividend rule, integration and perspective of a chartered accountant. So people who are very united, if someone wants to divide them, like what East India Company did for India. Okay. Strategy of breaking groups apart from to maintain control. Even if you see some of the chartered accountant firms in partnership firms, like people will not accept, oh, he bought the case, no. Okay. Oh, he's only a namesake partner, he's not a partner who is into execution mode. A divide and rule kind of stuff. Okay. Or else integration, strategy of bringing entities into it. Now what we are thinking about, the network integration, lead firm integration, all the stuff we are into. So if you see from the perspective of CS, working as a sole proprietorship or forming a network or partnership. Primary objective of a divide and rule is control. If I want, I should have control in my organization, in the network, everywhere I should have my control. That means you are in a part of divide and rule mode. Okay. Unity for collective strength is the idea of integration. So personal control versus shared growth. What a chartered accountant has to choose. Next. Key historical use. Yeah, this is every one of us know. East India Company made divide and rule purpose. Post independence, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel has started uniting the India altogether. So we can see now the networking guidelines or the aggregation guidelines, a similar perspective, how we can bring the people together into one platform or one network and or a bigger size of entity. So governance, centralized control in case of divide and rule, decentralized and autonomy with a unified structures. So network and aggregation will be more beneficial for a chartered accountants. effect on strength. So in case of divide control, it is less energetic. It will weaken the group. In case of integration, it will empower the group. So if you see from one man struggle to integration, that will be the order of the day. Trust. In case of divide and rule, there is no low level of trust. In case of integration, why I am speaking integration means, if you see the entire guidelines, maybe alliance, maybe lead firm, maybe network, or maybe LLP, they are continuously touching on integration, integration, integration. What we have to do. So that is the only specific reason, like I am comparing with divide and rule kind of stuff. Okay. Overcome over time. So through integration, we'll have stability, innovation, scalability, and through mergers, alliance, aggregation models, we can increase our growth. Now we'll come for the aggregation model. The institute has given definitions of the aggregation model as parent limited liability partnership and partner limited liability partnership. So what do we understand by this? Only limited liability partnerships can come under this model. If I am a sole proprietorship, I am a partnership firm, I cannot jump for this. Only if I am an LLP only, I can do that. Okay. Parent limited liability partnership is called as the network firm. Partner limited liability partnership is the independent individual firms. Many LLPs being part of the parent. So parent and all the other LLPs, okay, are called as partner LLPs. So what is the requirement of a LLP? So in case of partner LLPs, okay, no doubt only individuals are LLPs. Able to understand my point? Say suppose right now there is an LLP. Who are the members of LLP? Individual persons are the LLPs. But in case of aggregation model, who are the members? The members are in the parent, maybe the individual people plus LLPs. The partner LLPs are the members. Okay. In case of partner LLPs, only individuals are members. But in case of parent LLP, individuals plus partner LLPs, maybe 5 partner LLPs, 10 partner LLPs, 100 partner LLPs, whatever it is. So and one more criteria. Just now you are not in the beginning itself you have asked about the consolidation kind of stuff. In case of partnership firms, who we are partners are full-time COP holders. Yes. In case of LLPs, what the LLP says is more than 50 up to an LLP should have partners having more than 50% COPs. Then we accept that LLP. 100% COP is accepted. So suppose there are 10 partners in an LLP. At least 5 should be into practice. Who are the other 5? Who are the other 5? He can be an engineer, he can be a doctor. So this is the new guideline. He can be a company secretary, he can be a cost accountant, he can be a management MBA graduate. These full-time and part-time COP are only for empanelment purposes. For this, there is no concept of part-time and full-time. If you are having a COP, be a member of the parent LLP or a partner LLP. I don't have my parent LLP or partner LLP plus my sole proprietorship, no. Plus my being partner in any partnership firm, no. Either you should be a member in parent LLP as an individual capacity, not individual capacity, as a partner itself, or as a partner LLP you can be a partner there, not both. So this is the new LLP guideline which has been issued in 2024. So Got some clarity on parent LLP and partner LLP? Yes? No, not required. Not required. If I want to surrender my COP, I will surrender. I said in the beginning itself, 85% of the big four revenue is from consulting. Yes or no? So, what is the fun of holding a COP? If we have an opportunity, we can jump into consulting. Non-traditional idea, yes. No ethics, no surveillance by the institute, and institute is encouraging networking. You can go in non-attest. Institute itself is encouraging, right? And we have a guideline having more than 50% should be a chartered accountant in practice. You have 40%, not 40, not 49% you have. You can have it. We'll be discussing much more. Multidisciplinary partnership firms. Yeah. Sir, hold this question. I'll continue. Many more things are there to be discussed. After that, you can, if not clarified, you can ask. So the board of management shall be constituted by the parent LLP and should comprise of authorized managing partners of all the LLPs, and the parent LLP's decision shall prevail over all LLPs for all assurance and non-assurance. Till now, 2021 guideline, we said assurance in your independent firms, only non-attest in the AOP. But here the guideline is assurance plus non-assurance in the LLP mode only. All have been covered here. No, no. That LLP. Say suppose A and company is the parent LLP, X company, Y company, Z company or the partner LLP. Institute has fixed the responsibility of attest to the LLP mode itself. If X has committed mistake, X will do that. X will face the disciplinary proceedings. Y did it in case of Y LLP? So even if you take the partnership firm altogether, if there are 20 partners, who is the person signed or attested? Only for that totally. Here also applies the same principle. Got this? Now, here, if you see in case of network models, there is no tight structure in the management. You can come, you can go. If you want to listen, you not. I will say like that. But here it is not the way. It is taking into a similar kind of corporate board of management. They are speaking about board of management. There should be a board of management. In nowhere, they say like you choose by yourself in case of networking. Here they are saying board of management. And they are saying these should be the constituent people. And they are giving much more into attest and non-attest services. And powers of the board, regulatory, manage the affairs, strategic decisions, not limited to business strategy, financial management, profit appropriation, cost sharing, risk management. These things have been dealt there also. It's not like it has not been dealt. Much choice has been given there. Here, they are making a stricter compliance. So whom do we choose as a parent? If our kid is going to school with no guidelines or a good school with strict discipline, whom do we choose? We need to think, if we think from that perspective, we choose appreciate LLP. If we think like we are the heroes, we are the one bosses and all, we'll go for alliance. Or not only why to alliance, will remain as a sole proprietor or partner, LLP, to 1-2 partnership, 2-3 partners in a firm. Okay. Now, strategic decision, yeah. SSP, additional and removal of partners, yeah. In all the 3 cases, SSP portal, all the cases we have to follow. Restrictions and audit and non-audit. Powers, yeah. So, like, the parent LLP will be given power. In case of alliance, even there also they have fixed some norms. Here, the parent LLP will have that. And it have the dispute mechanism, tender participation, who has to participate in the tender and all. So, like, one important aspect relating to 2021 guidelines is Institute has permitted of those 100 firms. Previously, it has permitted partnerships. Previously, it has allowed companies. It has given LLPs also. Now, all this are done by 2021 guideline. Everyone has to come under 2021 guideline like that, because there is some uniformity in that. Now we are comparing, we are already having one that guideline. Why we have want aggregation of guidelines? Again, in case of network, it is a decentralized collaboration. But in case of LLP, it is a centralized collaboration. Here we don't have any board of management in networking guidelines. But in case of LLP, we have that. Attest function cannot be made in LLP guidelines. In case of network guidelines 2021. In case of LLP, we can do attest plus non-attest. Execution of attest work independent only in case of independent firms. Here, even the parent LLP can also do attest functions. So, non-attest function sharing, yes, it is allowed both. Common branding, yes. Client disclosure, yes. Registration with ICI, yes. Code of ethics applies in case of both. And execution of attest functionality by any LLP in the network requires all LLPs, including parent, to maintain independent as per Section 144 of Companies Act. A breach even by one LLP partner disqualifies the entire network. This is the biggest threat we have. Yes, it is there. So we have to ensure double, twice, like this. If they are into consulting and into attest, both cannot be undertaken at a stretch. Or the aggregations is the order of the day. Yeah. Networking or aggregation of firms is the order of the day. Firms who will come be part of a network or lead some networks will thrive. And now we are going to see some of the networks which will see their objectives altogether. Global Indian Origin Network. Okay. This is the first of its kind in India, where they want to spread across all the countries. So they are into the vision of Prime Minister of the Big 8 of Big 4. So is a visionary initiative by MCA Gulf aimed to uniting professionals, entrepreneurs and business across Indian origin. GEON represents bold step towards building powerful global network. It's not just a platform but a dynamic ecosystem. And they want to achieve by 2025 20 trillion market. So they want to have the international market operations. Right now, some of the chartered accountant firms having more than 100 crores of turnover revenues are part of this network. Indian firms, not Big 4 of, not Big 4, Indian firms. So they call it as Global Indian Origin Network. And what they say is their objective is a twin objective. The first objective is to tap the global markets, whatever the global outsourcing consulting work they want to execute in India. The second objective is nation's interest. So every country has its budgeting process, financial things and all. So if people of Indian origin being part of that network and any changes in the economic policies of the nation, if they can integrate and communicate with the government of India at a stretch, they can make a nation interest. That is their objective, twin objective. And they have challenges, brand recognition, resource ability, advantages of strength in domestic firms, global reach, skill development. So everyone have their own strategies. As I said, more than 100 crores, and if you see their presence right now, they have Middle East, Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, Oceania and South America. Right now they are having the presence. If you see the advisory board, so these are the people who are mentoring them. So this is one of the initiative, and we'll see the other initiative. The second initiative, My Alliance, MY Alliance, it's not M. So this is the alliance model of network, and these two people have started it. This is the mentor of this. So right now we can join if you want to be a part of kind of alliance firm. Okay, not as a person who wants to establish a network, be a person who be a member of a network. If we have that intentions, we can join these kind of networks. What they say is admission deposit of 5 lakh to 10 lakh, refundable, entry, free exit. Challenges are there, operational differences, small firms may face difficulties in securing funds. A client cannot be served two different firms with alliance for different services. Just like attest and non-attest, we have seen this. What they are looking, establish present across nation India, exploring opportunities in new sectors, potential mergers and acquisitions, creating specialized offerings, expanding into IPO listings, and what are there are some similar threats. Gestation period, they are still in discussion mode, like how to enter, how to exit, what is the contribution, what is the services, what is the gestation period, something like that. So advisory board, here also there is an advisory board to oversee the governance, ensure compliance with ICAI. So here we can, and any of us intends to join, yes, we can join these things. So this is the thing which is meant for small and medium chartered accountant firms. If we want to join, we can join these kind of firms. So there are other two initiatives. So this is another networking firm called as Ekatva. Here their objective is to split consulting and non-consulting altogether. Okay. Now if you want to join this firm, we have to be a consulting. We have to forgo about attest. And what they are saying the same thing. Aggregate turnover of MNCs of EY, Deloitte and all is 10,000 to 20,000 crores. Why we are still into attest? Why we need to have attest function altogether when we are not having much? We are getting say like 10 times, 20 times or more into consulting. Why we want to be? And one important thing which I want to say, how does this Big Four get consulting work? Any idea? No. One information which I know is like during this one of the government tender in Uttar Pradesh, they are very keen in giving work for only Desi firms. Okay. They have given their requirements and they are very keen. The thing is, none of our Indian firms qualify for that. They will say like, we'll give this much payment. We don't know, we don't accept. Okay. They will say like, I want 500 employees for this project. As a sole proprietorship or partnership, we are done with 10 or 20. Beyond that, there is no capacity. Okay. So, the biggest clients of the big fours are the government or the institutional investors. If we, as a chartered accountant, can we go and speak with any institutional organization, any university, or any government, municipal authority, any government organization? Yes, we can. They say like, you are having only 2 partners, 3 locations. How can you cater? There is no scalability. If we go for this consulting area by either a consulting mode or a network mode or an aggregator mode, what will happen? We have sudden increase in scalability. So now government will trust us. Not trust us, government is already trusting us. There is no doubt about that. But government say like, we can execute the thing. We have the integration, we have the collaboration, we can execute the things. So we can touch the institutional investors or the government or government works only by showing a big size, deeper pockets, then only we can tap that business. If we say I will do only audit function, I do only a test function, we are limiting our scope to that narrowly. So are we interested in that, or we go for a collaboration? If you see, every one of us know what has happened in 2017, the Prime Minister's message. Like the importance of signature he spoke, and the second thing is the big 8, of which the big 4 should be from India. Yes or no? So without having that, how can we go?
As far as consulting is concerned,
Yeah,
size speaks.
definitely.
If it comes, definitely size matters.
Say suppose sir, one Kumbh Mela has happened in Uttar Pradesh. Another Kumbh Mela will be coming for Godavari or Krishna or Kaveri. Okay. What is the amount? If you take the 1st of February union budget, how much the government is spending on it, on technology, okay, how on MSME. Say suppose we blame the government for not good implementation of RERA, one of the key areas. If we are there into a part of consulting role in RERA, okay, can't we do justice there? We can give suggestions to RERA. We can give suggestions to cyber security. What not we can't do. We can, as a policy framing for MSMEs, take a particular state, not even particular state, say particular district altogether. We will do for this district. Are we not the capable persons for that? So the twin objective, one is the focusing target is even the big 4, if you see the so-called big 4, 85% is getting revenue from consulting itself. Only 15% is auditing. Why are we limiting ourselves for that 15% and say, yes, we are the heroes, we are the boss. Okay, I am the head for myself. Yes, we are a head, that's okay. What next? So the thing is, go for institutional clients for consulting. Now if you see the technology of artificial intelligence, people who are not able to adopt technology, what is their status? Yes or no? So we have here a similar kind of threats, we have here the similar kind of opportunities. So it's up to us to decide which direction we have to move. So similarly, every firm, if you see, they are into consulting altogether, and what they say is like, in spite of 4,25,000 chartered accountants, not a single firm is up to 500 crore in a year. So the biggest chartered accountant firm is having less than 500 crore turnover in a year. That is their identification. The biggest firm in chartered accountant firm India is having a revenue of less than 500 crore, not even more than 500 crores. If you see for Big Four, it is there, but not for apart from Big Four. So strong sense of identity, continuity, outstanding client service, nurturing, winning, market strategy. So these are all the things, revenue sharing, how the revenue will be shared and all. What is the onboarding process? They are saying some conditions like you should be having a turnover, if what is the value, how they acquire, all the stuff they are speaking. If we want to be part of these kind of entities, yes, we can part of this entity altogether. So these are all the things which are happening in India itself. Even I know them. I am also being working with them to some extent. So that is the reason. Like these are the developments which every one of us, the chartered accountants, has to know about these things, so that we can be part of it or we can lead it. Okay, we can communicate and say like I'm speaking about integration, the strength. The institute is speaking the same thing. Institute is pushing us with the 2021 guidelines and the 2024 guidelines, and without having any. And one more thing, like one more consulting company. Just like if you see.
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के कारण ये नंबर ऑफ कार्स इनके रहेंगे और नए वो सारे डेटा इकट्ठा कर इस तरह से ये जो आपका बना था किस तरह से आगे बढ़ेगा।
नहीं देखिए, ऑनरेबल श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का जो सपना है, यह विजन है कि इंडिया में 4 बिग फोर बनना चाहिए ताकि ग्लोबली यूनिवर्सली हम 8 बिग 8 होंगे। तो ये सपना लेकर हम एक चाहिए ताकि ग्लोबली यूनिवर्सली हम 8 बिग 8 होंगे। तो ये सपना लेकर हम एक लगभग 35 लोग दुनिया मतलब भारत के अलग अलग कोने से इधर आए। हम 3 दिन एक बिजनेस मीट हम कर रहे हैं। जो लीडर्स है हर एक क्षेत्र में वो लीडरशिप लिया है, तो अपने अपने क्षेत्र में लीडरशिप लेकर लगभग 12 वर्टिकल के ऊपर हम काम कर रहे हैं ताकि एक बार उनका बिजनेस प्लान आ गया। आज बिग फोर का रेवेन्यू है 18 लाख करोड़ ओवरऑल ग्लोबली, तो हम देखेंगे तो 4.5 लाख करोड़ एक एवरेज एक बिग फोर का है। तो क्या हम 1 लाख करोड़ का कम से कम आने वाला 5 साल या 10 साल में कर पाएंगे? इतना छोटा सा एक मुहिम लेके आए और नरेंद्र मोदी जी का सपना उन्होंने आह्वान किया है। साथियों, एक और मेरे मन में अपेक्षा है आपसे।
So these are the 4 initiatives which are backed by the government itself to bring the chartered accountants into a bigger scale of organizations. Okay, and now almost like institute is working, people chartered accountants are working, technology is ready there. It's up to us. No. I don't say no. If that is the case, these things will not happen, right? These things will not happen. Say like having 60 verticals, 50 verticals. So now the thing is how the 70,000 chartered accountants or small chartered accountant firms, at least even 10% touches, it will cross the big four number altogether. And it's not the objective of touching, moving big four or not the case. It is nothing but improving ourselves and what it is like when the government itself is supporting us, like if we are into going into a collaboration mode, we will give our works to you. Why are you not coming to us? So, with this, if you have, I'm open for questions relating to networking. So, any doubts from anyone, I'm ready to answer. Yeah. No, sir. One thing. They are coming with their model, and one thing. All these four, whatever the things, not only these four. There are many people now will start, as there is a platform for us, and we can go. Not only this backed by government or whatever it is. Say suppose you want to start and independently, you have a good network of people of 100 firms and across all locations. When you want to take, we can take a lead, and when we showcase our strength, we will get the work into a consulting work. It's up to us. Okay, we can dictate the terms. We can. It's not dictate. Everything is under test and trial mode only. Let whoever does it, it's under test and trial only. One thing which we should have a common vision is like, if I say something, it should be acceptable by 100 people. 100 people. Okay. If that is the case, then we are under collaborative mode. If that is not the case, we are not under collaborative mode. We are under again a sole proprietor kind of thing. I am the owner, I am the boss, I can do whatever I want. We all know that. Yeah. That's true. So, it's up to us. Like now, even we started in 2021. Before 2021, we started a networking platform, not networking firm, but we are eagerly waiting for a platform to work.
But are you part of this platform? You refer four platforms, right?
These are the networking things which have been taken. Yeah.
Are you part of this?
So he is a part of.
That's okay. So we'll discuss it. So like I'll tell you that. So apart from this, any questions from the conceptual point of view? So before starting the session, you are saying like, I have this question. You think over. If you are good, we'll.
Are you able to share your contact details?
Sure, sir. I'll share it. So any questions on networking?
We have many questions and all, but we can't discuss. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's right. Because Kari worked from the big questions. You can part of this big question whether we will have continuous job into the network. That's a big question. Right?
Yes, sir.
Many questions in mind.
Yeah.
We can open it.
Yeah. So definitely, sir. Like we can. I will share you my number.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
You're basically from Anantapur, but staying in Chennai.
No, I'm staying in Anantapur itself. I'm into practice. So, as I stated, like post World Congress of thing, these are the things which have been developed from my end.
Okay. You publish a book on that?
This is the book which I have written. So, hope so. I have thrown some light on networking, and I wish everyone to be part of some network or create your own network and have a collaborative working. I thank SIRC Chennai and the chairman of SIRC for giving this wonderful opportunity, because like when Madam came to Anantapur and came for installation program at Anantapur. So when we have discussed about shared about these things to the madam and all, she said like she have really appreciated Revati Raghunathan Garu, appreciated about the book, and even I said like this is the platform which is required for chartered accountants. Without this, we can't move anything in the networking mode altogether. So like she really got excited about this, and she have voluntarily offered me to be as a speaker here. I thank you, Revati Raghunathan Garu, Chairperson SIRC, and the participants for you to be a new speaker for you altogether. As a chairman of Anantapur branch, and I have taken some of the sessions on MSMEs in technology kind of stuff. But having an opportunity at Chennai, where I have studied for reading hall books and all, this really, I'm really thankful for SIRC and ICA altogether. Thank you everyone for giving multiple.